Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I will show to you how to do freehand drawing. Yes, you heard it right, freehand drawing without using grid. To all the disclaimer out there, I'm not saying that grid method is a bad thing, but if you learn grid method before learning the freehand method, then it will be hard for you because you will be limited about the things that you can do, especially when it comes to getting the proportion right of the reference that you want to copy. So freehand method is something that is very useful. So today I will show to you how to do the freehand method. So let's start. Before we start, I just want to share the sketchbook that I will use today is this sketchbook. This was bought by my boyfriend and he gave this to me. You can remove the cover like that and it's thick, but you cannot use this for wet medium, just dry medium like this line art. I use this for most of my line art. Okay, let's start. Today's reference is my youngest sibling, and I asked her to pose for me so that I can use her as the reference. By the way, when you're in the early stage of your drawing, when you're making the proportion or doing some sketch, then it will be helpful if you will draw with the slant position. Your paper should be in a slant position to get the right proportion like this, so you will have a great view of the paper and it will be easy to get the proportion right. But of course, since I'm making a tutorial video, I cannot do that on this video because I will get a bad angle of the camera, so I just draw on a flat surface. I will just use this pencil to sketch out my proportion. This is Mongol 2. And okay, looking at the blank paper, you don't know where to start, right? But first thing that you need to do is just draw one part of the face. You can draw nose, mouth, ears, just one part of the face. But for me, I draw the eyes first. It doesn't matter how big or how small you draw, just draw one part of the face first. And through that, we will be able to draw the rest of the face using that as the guide. Okay, now that we draw the eyes, we will use that as a guide to draw all the rest of the face. But first, what we need to do is look at the eyes. How big, the length and the height of the eyes. So the length of the eyes is this long. Of course, you will not draw that line when you're making a sketch. I just draw the line for the sake of this tutorial. So that's the length of the eyes. Now let's measure the width of the eyes. So that's the width of the eyes. So through that measurement, you will measure actually the rest of the face. So let's erase it for a while so that it will not be confusing, because when you're making the freehand drawing, you will not write that line. It's just, you will just imagine that there are, just eyeballing the space, the length. That's how can you make the proportion right. So as you can see in the video, I'm trying to show you that the length of the black of the eye is almost the same length between the space between the eyes and the eyebrows. So let's say it's just this long, you will just add the same height like that so that you will know where should be the eyebrows. Again, just a reminder, it's not that necessary to put those lines. But anyways, it's all up to you if you want to put those lines. But you can just eyeballing the space. Doing freehand might be difficult from the start, but as you practice every day, then you will be familiarized with this kind of method and you will be good. Okay, going back to the drawing, at this point I'm trying to figure out how thick the eyebrows is. So again, I use the black of the eye. It's not that the same size or same width of the eye, but just a little bit. So I put that mark on the black of the eye and try to measure. And okay, that's how thick the eyebrows is. And then now the lower part of the eye, I figure out that it's like the same distance between the eyes and the eyebrows, but just a little bit of a little bit short. So anyways, I'll just copy that size and then draw the lower part of the eye. Now let's measure the corner of the eye to the side of the face. As you can see, it's the same width of the eyes. It's almost the same, but just a bit more longer. So I'll measure the eye. So for example, this is the how long the eye is. Then I will just add a bit more, so like this, and then I will measure that. So that is the distance between the corner of the eye to the side of the face. Again, I will repeat, it's not necessary to put those measurements or to write down the measurements, how long or how thick that part is, but you can just eyeball it, or in Tagalog, tansya-tansyahin nyo na lang. When you master this kind of technique, then it will be easy for you, and in just 5 minutes or at least 1 minute, you can sketch down the proportion, right? And it will take you less time, unlike making grid. It will take you a lot of time because you will exert more effort. So now I'm trying to measure the corner of the eye to the upper part of the side of the face. Just by observing the video, you will see how I measure things are and how easy it is to do the freehand method. I've been using this freehand method for 8 years now, and I've already mastered this technique. Let me show you some of my artwork using this method. This is not all of my drawings, but these are few of my drawings, which is I use this method. So trust me, if you learn this method and master it, then it will be easy. It's a life-changing method. You just need to practice and familiarize yourself with me. I practice day and night just to master this method, and I did not learn it from others or to anyone, but I just figure out it on myself. So that's how I learn the freehand method. And I guess most of the artists who do freehand drawing, they are doing this kind of method, but I'm not sure. But I think so. Going back to the drawing, now I'm trying to figure out how long the forehead is. So I try to find a way to find a similar length. So from the corner of the eye near the center of the face and to the side of the face, the left side of the face, then that's how long, or that's the size of the forehead. It's hard to explain, you know. Just watch the video. By the way, I was not able to finish this drawing because I'm filming this video 2:30 a.m. and while making this drawing, my baby woke up from sleep, so I was not able to draw more because I need to take care of her. She's crying, so I just finished the eyes. And that's it for today's video. I hope that this video was helpful, and if it did, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or if you have a friend of yours who are having a hard time when it comes to freehand drawing, then definitely share this video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye!